Hey guys, my name is Wifies and welcome back to another video. Today, after a few episodes, maybe 3, 2, we're going to be finally looking at the worst Bedwars things you can buy. I don't know how this works, but by the time I'm releasing this video, the link for it was already in best Bedwars items. I'm not really sure how this works. Like, maybe will the link take you to a private video? I don't think so, so the link won't really play until, it's just confusing. Let's just let it go for now and look at the worst Bedwars items you can buy. And it's not going to be on the item shop. It's also going to be in the team upgrades or solo upgrades, because there are some pretty bad upgrades out there. And let's get into the list of top 5 worst Bedwars things you can buy. Please never buy these. Some are scams, some are just garbage, some are both. And here we go. So before I begin the list, I just want to let you know that these are all my opinion again. So yeah, you might not agree, but that's okay. And again, thank you very much for watching this video. Also, sorry that the background is sometimes like Sky Wars. Like, it's really hard to record Bed Wars because my FPS go extremely low when I record, and my usual is like 200, which is okay, but then it gets super low. So yeah. But anyway, one last thing. Before we get into number 5, I want you to know that this was a really tight decision. I wasn't really sure what to do for this, and a lot of the Bedwars items are actually really, really good, and they are extremely useful. And I had a hard time finding 5 bad ones, but this is going to be not only items; it's going to be in the item shop and the team upgrades or solo upgrades shop as well. So starting off with number 5, we actually have a draw in 5th place. It's either going to be the Silverfish Egg or the counter-offensive trap. And the Silverfish Egg, what it is, it's basically an egg that you can buy. I don't really know how much it costs. You'll see that on screen right now. But the Silverfish Egg, it basically is a snowball that deals no knockback. And regretfully, it spawns a silverfish for 15 seconds, which is okay, but it's not amazing. And the counter-offensive trap is, it gives you speed when somebody enters your base. It's 1 diamond, and it's probably the worst trap that you can buy. Like, it's not extremely useful, but these two are somewhat useful, but there are the other worst ones I could find. And if you guys think that I missed any one of these, then be sure to comment that down below, because I really want to know if I missed any terrible ones that you think are actually bad. And I think I'm just rambling on right now, so let me just quickly go in. So that's actually called the bed bug instead of the silverfish egg, and it costs 40 iron. So yeah, if you didn't see that on screen, the reason was, I'm telling you now. But without further ado, let's just move on to number 4. Thank you. So, number 4 is going to be the ladder. The ladder costs 4 iron for 16 in the regular item shop. That is on solo mode. On teams mode, it might be different. I'm not really sure. And the ladder is not that amazing. Just saying number 1 is going to be the worst item, number 5 being the best of the bad ones on this list. But the ladder, I think what it's meant to do is to stop people from placing TNT on your bed, which is useless because people bridge on top and drop TNT from there. So I really don't know why you would want to buy a ladder, but that's why it gets to number 4. It's relatively cheap, which is why it's not lower. It's not like a scam, but it's not something you'd want to buy in a Bed Wars game, obviously. Number 3 is going to have to be the sponge. The sponge is, it's a sponge. It does what it says. It's 3 gold in the item shop on solos mode, and it sponges up water. Like, if somebody put water down on their base, then you can sponge it up and then blow them up, which I think is sort of useless. If you jump onto their bed and have enough time to place a sponge, you're definitely going to be hit off, and if the people are not there and you're not getting hit off, why don't you just mine it without worrying about the water? The sponge is 3 gold again, but, it's pretty useless, and I don't recommend buying it whatsoever. And with that being said, let's move on to the number 2 place. Number 2 is going to be clay. Clay, you can buy 16 of You can buy 12 of it for 16 iron ingots in the shop. Or, no, 16 of it for 12 iron ingots in the shop. And that's in solos mode. And to be honest, clay is probably the worst thing to defend your bed with. I don't understand. Every other block has some sort of purpose. Wood is relatively hard to mine without an axe, and it takes a bit of time even with a pickaxe. And endstone cannot be blown up right away. I mean, it can be blown up, but not with the fire charge. Wool is simple and it's cheap. And all the obsidian is really hard to break through, but clay is easy with a pickaxe, and there's really no reason you'd want to buy clay. It's expensive, just buy wool instead, or buy endstone, but there's no reason to buy clay, which is why it's pretty much the most useless block you can buy in Bedwars, and that's why it's at the number 2 spot. But moving on to number 1, this is by far the worst thing you can buy in Bedwars. Now, my knowledge is a bit low on this because I'm not really sure how it's supposed to help you, but in Doom, you have a dragon for your team is what I'm learning, and the worst thing you can buy is dragon buff from the solo or team upgrades shop. It costs 5 diamonds in solo mode and some other amount in teams mode. I'm not sure if it's the same or different, but dragon buff gives you 1 extra dragon for your team, and I think this is completely useless because number 1, if you survive all the way to Doom, which is unlikely on its own, where the dragons spawn, I'm pretty sure your dragon goes for the opposite team and just tries to knock them off. But what if you're fighting? Your dragon might even end up harming you. And I don't think it's worth it to spend 5 diamonds on an extra dragon at a time, the period that won't even come. Like, who gets to Doom? The game will be over before you finish. But anyway, with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. But thank you so much for watching. Link to best Bedwars items you can buy. If you haven't seen that, then check it out in the description below. But there we go, guys. Adios. Peace.